Hi, I'm going to talk today about the case of the United States versus Martha Stewart. In the early 1990s and 2000s, Martha Stewart was known as the impeccable lifestyle guru, the head of a media and merchandising company with a popular magazine, and as the host of a TV show called Martha Stewart Living. But since 2003, her name has been synonymous with insider trading, even though she was never convicted of that charge. The story of Martha Stewart's transformation starts with her friend Sam Waxall. In 2001, Waxall was the CEO of ImClone Systems, a pharmaceutical company that was developing a treatment that had been promising for certain types of cancers. However, the drug failed to get FDA approval. And prior to that announcement, Waxall called several family members and friends and advised them to sell their shares. One of those friends was Martha Stewart. What Waxall did is classic insider trading, using non-public insider knowledge to gain an advantage in the market. He was charged and later pled guilty to several securities fraud charges, along with obstruction of justice and perjury. 103 countries have stock markets, and 87 of those countries have laws against insider trading, but only about 38 of those countries actually enforce the laws. In the U.S., insider trading is enforced civilly by the Securities and Exchange Commission, which can fine individuals who are found to have traded stock based on non-public information that they had a duty to keep confidential. The SEC has the ability to levy fines or to bar individuals from working in the financial industry. Those individuals can be civilly charged, but they can also be criminally charged, and those cases are investigated by the FBI, usually with an assist by the SEC or other financial regulatory agencies. In 2003, Martha Stewart was also criminally charged with obstruction of justice, conspiracy, and securities fraud, not in relation to the insider trading, but because of the attempted cover-up. The U.S. government alleged that she lied to investigators when she said she wasn't trading on her friend's advice, but because she had a standing order with her stockbroker to sell ImClone if the price of the shares dropped below $60. Her stockbroker told the same story and provided handwritten notes to back it up, but the government alleged that the notes were altered and the notations about Martha's stock sales were written in a blue ballpoint ink that was, quote, scientifically distinguishable from the ink used elsewhere in the worksheet, unquote. At trial, Martha was convicted on 4 counts of obstruction of justice and lying to investigators about the stock sale. The judge threw out one of the charges before the case went to the jury. That was a securities count that said she had deceived investors in her own company by claiming she'd sold the ImClone because of the standing sell order. Her broker, Peter Bakanovich, was also convicted, though he was acquitted of the charge of relating to the forging of the notes. Martha was sentenced to 5 months in prison. She served her time at Alderson Federal Prison Camp in West Virginia, formerly known as Camp Cupcake, and now known as the prison where Martha Stewart served her time. It was also the temporary residence of another reality TV star in 2015. Martha Stewart settled a civil lawsuit brought by the SEC on the insider trading charges and paid a fine of about $200,000. She left prison on March 4, 2005, and told the New York Times, "I will be back. I'm used to all kinds of hard work, and as you know, I am not afraid." And she was right. Today, Martha Stewart is back leading her media and merchandising company, and you can find her on TV, often with her famous friends, doling out advice about cooking, gardening, and decorating. During the pandemic, her show, Martha Knows Best, features her and her household and staff and gardening crew who are quarantining with her, and she fondly calls them her detainees. So once a convicted felon, now still a media star, Martha Stewart has bounced back from her conviction. In a way, it almost made her more human. All right, thanks everyone.